dear. Good morning. Good morning, Jodie. Good morning, Sarah. Oh God, what have I done? Now I can't even see my screen. I don't want to comment. Oh God. Morning, Charlotte. Morning, Francis. Morning, everyone. So, who has seen a ladybird? Who has seen a globe? Who has seen, what's the other thing? A trophy. I just want to point out to you, and I'm sure I said this yesterday, but those things were always there. And everything that you want in the world is there in some form or another. It just has to come to you. Like all the particles are there for everything. Everything you want is already there. You just have to start to notice it. Opportunities, everything. Okay? That's the point. But we're going to do something every day just to get you practicing. Right. Today's day 3. Well done for all of you for getting this far. Wow. 3 days. We're so good, aren't we? Anyway, so today's day is Feeling All the Feelings. That's the title of today. And a lot of the time, actually last night I did a Zoom call and they talked about how I'm a bit woo-woo. Now, I personally think that if you don't follow your feelings and you're not connected to your feelings, what the hell else is there? Like, what are we doing on this planet if it's not feeling the good stuff, right? Like, I know for a fact that for a couple of years when I was very low, I was in a state of fight or flight. I would wake up, I'd be wide awake straight away when I woke up. I felt anxious constantly. I was trying to suppress so many feelings and I was putting everyone else first and my to-do list was really long and I had to work and work was my distraction. But a lot of the time people will use distraction in any other way to numb. Online shopping, binge eating, immersing themselves in other people's problems, mindlessly messaging people on 20 different apps, drinking, getting into addiction, yeah. But I know that I was just desperate to not feel anything. And there are some times when not feeling is almost essential. You go into autopilot and you cut the feelings off because you have to survive, yeah? But you can't stay there. You can't stay there because you don't just cut off the crap feelings, you cut off all the good stuff and you stop feeling and you stop noticing what's important to you and what's not important to you. And if you can't be led by your feelings, if you can't start to notice what you really enjoy and what you don't enjoy, and you're living in this autopilot state of numb, then how on earth are you meant to work out what your path is, what your calling is in life, how you're meant to behave if you're just constantly living in this like mutant state of, oh, I won't feel anything, I just don't even care anymore, I just can't even feel anything anymore, yeah? So feelings are everything, and that might be a bit of a hippie way of looking at things, but what the hell else is there on this planet to go by? I run my business I always lead with my heart. If it doesn't feel right to who I am as a person, if it doesn't feel right for me in the business, if it doesn't feel right for the girls, I'm not interested. And even if it makes commercial sense to do something else, if it doesn't interest me, I know that I'm going to run out of steam doing that project, so I will not see it through. But if I'm interested, even if it's not making me any money, I'm still like, do you know what? I want to do this because it feels right in my soul. And yeah, I can't see a tangible thing connected to it, but letting go of sometimes being, it's almost like if it doesn't make us money, what's the bloody point, yeah? If you love to paint. If you love to write letters or poetry, there doesn't have to be a monetary value constantly attached to everything that we do in life. And actually the truth is, if we start to play around with what we really love, then we strengthen our sense of identity, we strengthen who we are as a person. And then rather than using those numbing behaviours that we're talking about a minute ago, constantly online shopping, do all these things, we can start to use the nurturing behaviours, when we're feeling sad, when we're feeling lost. Instead of numbing, we're nurturing, yeah? We go for a walk in the woods, we pick up a paintbrush, we call a friend and tell them how much that they mean to us, etc., etc. Anyway, so why is this important to manifesting? When you're trying to work out what you really want, there is absolutely no point asking for things that don't give you joy. And a lot of the time we block things that could bring us joy just simply by not being open to them. So we might, talking about yesterday, so say for example our limiting belief is finding a healthy relationship, yeah? If you've always said to yourself, I'm attracted to unkind men, yeah? And then you ask the universe for a really kind, generous, considerate, respectful man, and one turns up, you're going to go, yeah, but I'm not attracted to men like that. He's really nice, but no. And you've just asked for him, and the universe is like, what the hell? I just sent you the man you asked for, and you just rejected it. And then the universe is not going to send you more of the good stuff. It's going to be like, wow, she's ungrateful. Yeah, be grateful, right, Charla? Anyway, I'm going to read my notes because I am aware that I ramble. Permission to ramble, okay? Permission to ramble. So, today, why is it important? We talked about that. Okay. I want you to really think about as well, knowing that you're worthy of all the good stuff. So if you are telling yourself for whatever reason that you don't deserve a good man, you don't deserve a good job, you're always going to be in this job, you're probably going to be in this job for life, you're probably going to be with the same person for life that's treating you like crap, you're probably going to hang around with the same friends that are treating you like crap, whatever your situation is, yeah? If you keep telling yourself that, you're going to keep accepting that as your standard, yeah? I want you to think about a time that you were told as a child or as a teenager that you were not worthy of doing anything more than that, yeah? And I want you to write a really, really angry letter. I want you to write a letter where whoever it was that made you feel like you weren't worthy of making art, you weren't worthy of writing, you weren't worthy of being on stage, whatever it might have been, write them a letter and explain to them that they were wrong, okay? Actually, do you know what? You were wrong. I was worthy of being the lead in Cats, meow, or whatever it might have been that you really wanted that you didn't get to do, and maybe even that you got humiliated about. Maybe even you made this really nice piece of art and someone tore it up, or someone said it was crap, or someone was like, that ain't that good, yeah? Whatever it might have been, write them an angry letter, and then write yourself a letter at the same age that you were at, and say how wonderful you were and how amazing you are. Now, what you're trying to do with that is you're trying to learn to self-soothe, yeah? Rather than when you're feeling really horrible about yourself, and then you start emotionally eating, or you start binging, or you start drinking because you're trying to numb, yeah? Rather than doing those things, I don't want to say beg. I'm going to beg you to just sit down with yourself and really think about, where's this feeling coming from? What am I actually feeling right now? And let it lead you to what you want, because even the bad stuff is good stuff if you listen to it. If you really listen to the message behind the pain, what is it telling me? In what way is this guiding me? Did something come up today that triggered me in a way that reminds me of my old self or my younger self? And what can I do to make sure that that part of me is calmed and soothed and made feel better, rather than I'm just going to spend £200 on ASOS because I feel like, What about if no one ever really told you weren't good enough, or you couldn't do stuff like you wanted? What if it's just you? Then write a letter to you. Hey, Tate, you are so naughty for making me feel like that. I'm sorry, Tate. Okay, Tate, that kind of thing. But even if you haven't, even if it's just you and it's years of you putting everyone else first, Tate, if it's years of you saying, do you know what? Oh, you know, I'm going to make myself look like the perfect wife and the perfect life, and I've got my husband, and yeah, I'll look after him and I'll do everything he wants me to do, and I'll sort my kids out, and oh, you know, I really would have liked to shower today without my kids hanging onto my legs, but oh, don't worry about me, I'll just carry on. And what you've done is send yourself a message for years that everyone else is more important than you. Everyone else's feelings are more valid than your own, yeah? That's fine, you know? We do that as mothers, that's completely normal. But there comes a time when you're like, do you know what? Everyone just piss off. I need some me time. I need to refill my cup because I'm exhausted of putting everyone else first. And actually, I never said I was going to be a housewife. This is not what I signed up to. I didn't sign up to doing 90% of the chores and 90% of the housework. Can we just have a conversation about how disrespectful this is of my time, right? I had a dance teacher when I was little that stopped giving song and dances because she said I couldn't sing, which is so horrible. Write her an angry letter, lady. Do it. Anyway, right, sorry. So then I want you to focus on a time that you felt completely yourself, that you felt free, that you felt alive, that you felt like you were really in that moment, that you weren't looking at your phone, that you weren't thinking about if you were hungry, that you weren't having a wee, you might have been singing, you might have been dancing, you might have been with a group of friends where you were just laughing and laughing and laughing for hours and you just couldn't stop laughing and your sides hurt. Whatever it is, yeah, I want you to focus on that and I want you to anchor that feeling as like, this is what I'm aiming for, yeah? I'm going to start to notice when I feel this good stuff. I'm going to start to notice when I feel drained. And I'm going to do more of the good and less of the draining, yeah? Because if I start to continue to do these good things that are in my life, yeah, if I start to say yes more to these opportunities when they're presented, and yeah, do you know what, a lot of the time when you'll really feel alive, it will be when you've done something that's a bit scary because it's out of your comfort zone, because you haven't done it before, because you've done something that's like, you know, this is new, my brain can't really overthink this too much. I mean, it has spent like 2 weeks feeling sick because it's been telling me that if I go to this thing, I'm definitely going to die, or whatever. But I turned up, I showed up, and I didn't die, and I felt fantastic. Do more of that, yeah? That was me. I wanted a life of mind of my own, and now my family don't talk to me. And that is hard. But can you carry on living a fake life and just pleasing everyone else? And the truth is, we can really live this life when we're like, I'm just going to put everyone else first and make everyone else happy. And do you know what? You still don't make them bloody happy. You grow up and then your kids don't even appreciate you and your pet's legs are falling off and everything's going wrong. Dancing with my best girl, Keza and Victoria, so we were literally high on life. We didn't check our phones or leave the dance floor for hours. Right, now anchor that. And I'm sorry you can't go to Victoria's. I'm hoping that you can go this year. But, you know, knowing that that is the set point, that you really immerse yourself. I love to dance. Who doesn't love to dance? Like, just being in your body, occupying space and taking up space is so good for you. But anyway, right, sorry. So focus, said that. Okay, so with that, the reason that you're numbing, the reason that you're feeling all these crappy feelings is because you're allowing your brain to focus on that, yeah? So if you whatever you focus on, you feel, yeah? I say that all the time. Focus equals feel, yeah? Thanks, Tony Robbins. But when you are focusing on the bad, you're going to feel bad. When you're focusing on the lack, you're going to feel lack. When you're focusing on all the crap stuff, you're going to feel crap. Right? I mean, it's such an obvious one, but it's true. And guess what? Emotions, you can put in a box for a little... Didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Rookie mistake. Apologies. Sorry. So you can focus on a... what was I saying? God. Sorry. So focusing on lack... Sorry. I feel free and I'm actually happy after hearing your last couple of lives. I feel so motivated. I just need to stop numbing and be here. Exactly. Right. So why are you shopping? Why are you trying to find a man? Why are you trying to find these things? Because you want to feel happy. You want to feel joy. You want to feel fulfilled. You want to feel full of life. Like I said, before that rude person interrupted us, you can put your feelings in a box for a little while, yeah? You can pretend that you don't feel for a little while, but one day, do you know what happens? The box falls off the shelf, the feelings are everywhere, they're a mess, and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know what feelings related to what anymore. I need to go and see someone. I need to go and get some help, right? And unpicking that mess is so difficult and messy and scary as well. You know, for a lot of people, going to see someone is a really scary thing. The truth is, if you are there, absolutely go and see someone, because unpicking that is something that someone else can help guide you through. But if rather than constantly pretending we don't have any feelings, constantly putting them in that box, and we say, do you know what, I acknowledge that right now I feel really sad because I feel like I've lost something, or not even analysing it. Do you know what, today I feel really sad. That's okay, I'm going to sit with that. I might actually, instead of spending all that money, instead of numbing, instead of doing whatever it is that I would normally do, I'm actually just going to write myself a letter. I'm going to get angry at whoever I need to get angry at, and I'm going to then parent and self-soothe myself, because I am an adult now, and I can say to myself, do you know what, you didn't deserve that. Do you know what, that I'm going to reject that humiliation. I'm going to reject that those words that you've put on me, because that's not fair. That isn't actually what happened. That isn't my truth. That might be your perception of what happened, but actually that wasn't fair on me. Yeah. Anyway, so refocus. You can refocus at any time. I don't feel like this computer's helping me, do you? It's well annoying me. I should have just written notes like I normally do. Anyway, allow your sadness, yeah? Allow sadness, allow happiness, allow your feelings, but understand that rather than putting them all in a box, your feelings you can't control for long, but your thoughts, you have complete control over your thoughts, yeah? Once you learn to master, refocus, right, I know I'm feeling sad, but I also know that I'm focusing on lack. How do I refocus? I write the letter, I get whatever it is physically that's causing me angst out of my body, I put it on paper, I separate it from me, and then I let it go. If I keep writing the same letter, if I know that there's something that I'm not saying to someone that I really need to just say, do you know what? This keeps coming up. Mum, you're upsetting me when you say that. Dad, it really upset me when you did that. There are some times when you do need to communicate that to someone, but there are other times when you're like, do you know what, I've seen that now, and I accept that that might be what that person's interpretation of that situation was, but do you know what, it's not worth my while, and I still love that person, I still feel lots of feelings for them, and I know that they were probably just having a shit day, so I'm not going to take that on board as anything to do with me. That's just their crap. But there'll be other times when you're like, do you know what, you overstepped a boundary and I do need to have a discussion with you about it. I'm not going to be angry about it. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to call you 100 names and make you feel like you're really bad and say the meanest thing that I can think about saying and hit you with it in the stomach. But I'm going to wait until I'm feeling calm, and then we'll be like, do you know what, this is going on and I feel like it's not really fair. Anyway, again, back to manifesting. Why is this important? Why is it important that we release these feelings? Your brain is your most powerful asset. Your heart is leading your brain, but all the time you ignore your heart, yeah, and your brain gets in the way, because it does get in the way all the time. All the time you ignore your heart, you can't imagine yourself bigger, yeah? So for you to be able to grow as a human being, as a person, you need to be able to imagine yourself bigger than you already are, yeah? All the time, these feelings, these horrible feelings where you beat yourself up, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I haven't achieved enough, I wish I was there and not here. All the time you're doing that, you're taking up your brain space, yeah? And space where you could invite something in. Allow that to go, let it go, write it, get rid of it, and give yourself the headspace to start using your imagination to dream bigger than where you are at the moment. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to turn anxiety into a superpower. Obviously, that is really, really key. So many people are like, I've got really bad anxiety and I've got a terrible imagination. And I just think that is the same thing, but you're just using your imagination for bad. You're using your imagination to ruminate around all of these things that are just not true. Anyway, so we're doing that tomorrow, but I'm going to talk to you about the homework now. I've run over. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Right, so this one, let your feelings guide you. I feel great when I do these things, yeah? So start to talk about the things that you actually really love doing as a human being. I feel inspired when I see these people. I feel enough when I spend time with these people, yeah? You don't have to fake it. You don't have to turn up. You don't leave feeling exhausted. I love to read about. And then on the flip side, I feel drained when I do these things. I feel drained when I spend time with these people. I feel inadequate when I spend time with these people. I find this so dull, yeah? So start to just work out who you are as a person. What brings you joy? What inspires you? Day 3. Day 3, we're still on day 3. Sorry, I'm just reading my thing. Clearly labelling my emotions and understanding their message. So anger, resentment, grief, jealousy, rejection and frustration. All of them are telling you something. All of them are guiding you to a higher purpose, to who you're meant to be as a person. If you feel angry, why do you feel angry? Probably someone's overstepped a boundary. If you feel resentful, why do you feel resentful? Probably because you're putting someone else's needs in front of your own, yeah? And that needs to change. Why do I feel grief? Because you've lost someone or something that brought you so much love and joy, and that is a terribly sad thing. Allow that, you know, understand that that was a beautiful thing and give it as much space as it needs, and understand that grief will last, you know, grief lasts a lifetime, and honor that grief. When you feel sad, allow yourself to feel sad. Don't keep putting it in the box, yeah? Jealousy. I recognise and accept irritability towards people that haven't done anything wrong to me. If there's someone out there, yeah, that really pisses you off, or everything they do and say just annoys you. Why is she sharing pictures of her cat? Why is she sharing pictures of, oh, what's she doing now? What is she doing that you're not doing? What has she got that you do not have? Notice that and start to celebrate it. I love it that she shares pictures of her cat. They just make me so happy. Start to fake it in your brain and start to understand that you can get closer to that by celebrating whatever it is that that person's doing. Because by celebrating it in your own head, you are normalising it in your own head. You're creating a new neural pathway that will start to make you believe that you can achieve that as well. All the time that you're telling yourself that she shouldn't have that or she shouldn't be doing that, whatever it is, you're actually telling yourself that you shouldn't be doing that and you shouldn't be allowed those things. So she doesn't give a shit, yeah? She can't hear what you're saying or thinking, but you can, and you're making yourself feel like crap. Yes, crazy cat lady, go you. Rejection. Not everyone's going to like you, my babes, okay? That's okay. I'm really happy with that. I'll attract the right people in my life because there's an abundance of people out there that really like you, yeah? There's going to be loads of people that don't like you. Of course there is, but there's going to be even more that like you as long as you show up as your true self, yeah? Frustration. That's a good one. You want to grow. You're frustrated because you don't want to be here anymore. And guess what that means? You've got fire in your belly and you want to grow, but you're not really sure where you want to go. So start to pay attention to what you like. Start to think about what you loved as a child, etc., etc. I've talked way too long today. I'm so sorry. Every day I think I'm going to do 7 minutes. Where does this come from with abundance? I hope that I've made it relevant to you with... No, not abundance, manifesting. I hope that I've made it relevant to you because there is no point manifesting things that you do not want, and there is no point manifesting if you do not have headspace to do so, if you do not have the space to accept it into your life, if you're going to ask the universe for some amazing career opportunity and then it comes along and you're like, nah, I don't want it actually, you know? And also, gratitude, yeah, Charla. If you are grateful for what you're doing, yeah, if you're grateful for right here, right now, and you can say to the universe, everything that's happened to me, even the bad stuff, I'm grateful for in some shape or form, yeah? If you've lost someone, I'm grateful for that time that we had. I'm grateful for that person. I'm grateful for that loss of love, because it means that we had so much love. I'm grateful for the pain because I'm making it my driving force and I don't want anyone else to go through that, yeah? And wherever you're at, stop being in this push and pull situation with the universe where you're constantly giving yourself a hard time. Stop giving yourself a hard time. Start driving with love. Universe, this is ground zero. I accept I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is amazing. I'm excited about life. This is where I want to be. This is my gap because I feel frustrated. This is my gap of where I want to be. This is what I want to allow in. I'm going to let go of all that crap feeling. I'm going to process my own feelings rather than keep on numbing. I'm going to start nurturing. My son was playing a game. Getting to a point you can thank the bad stuff is really powerful. I thought you were telling me to get to the point. I was like, oh, sorry, Charlotte. Right, what are we manifesting today, please? What are we manifesting today? You can think of it because I did Ladybird yesterday. It's your turn. So grateful for the bad stuff as it's opened me up to the good. Saw a globe yesterday once. I'd said it out loud. Yes, there is no point in not saying it out loud. You know, be brave enough to just say that. And all this week we're doing these little micro manifestations, so that then we can really start to open our mind to the fact that the big stuff is there as well. The opportunities are there, the relationships are there, the friendships are there, the money is there. It is all already there in the world. It just needs to come to you. A daisy. I love daisies. Okay, let's manifest a daisy. Yes. Universe, I want to see a daisy. I did not want to see a trophy. No. I did want to see a ladybird. In fact, I can see a ladybird there, and that's why I said it. But yeah, sorry girls, we're going with daisy. All right, daisy and seashell. Let's go daisy because I'm wearing a seashell lens, you know. That's cheating. That's actually cheating. Okay, right. So we manifest a daisy. We're going to feel the feels. We're going to sit with ourselves. Next time we feel really, or next time we feel like, yeah? What's that telling us? Listen to it. Listen to it. Let your feelings guide you to what you want and what you don't want. Oh, yeah. Okay? Does it count if I saw my friend's daughter this morning called Daisy? I already done it. Yeah, of course it does. Don't put daisies in there. That's cheating. Be happy company. Right. Okay, have a fantastic day. Do your homework, okay? Do your homework. I thought I was going to have eyelash gate this morning. Right. Have a great day. Daisies, universe, can I see a daisy, please? And can all the girls watching? Amen. Bye.